Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Calamari Fritti, your garden channel and fishing channel, all nature channel. And today I want to show you how I make my worm food for my tiger worms, or better known as red wiggler worms. Got them online. I started my bins about 2-3 weeks ago, and I've been prepping all the foods and freezing it, ready to go. I wanted to show you a quick trick to make the worms go crazy, and they love it. They eat great, and check it out. Let me just flip this sucker around if I can, and I can't, so I'm going to turn this around. And basically I just food processed everything I had for 3, 4, 5 days. It's actually a lot. We have a pretty big family here, about 7-8 people, and processed everything except for, citrusy stuff. A little bit I did, and not too much, but obviously no protein, no meat, no fish, no greasy, oily stuff. In the food processor, I blended everything. You could also use a blender, but it's really up to you. I prefer doing it this way. I've noticed. I actually have an avocado pit in here, right here. Didn't get fully processed, but I'm gonna throw it in the compost anyways. My worm bins. What I like to do here, see how it's all liquidy? See how that? It's really liquidy because in the food processor, to make it work better, what I do is I add some water, and it blends it up really nice. Really nice. I mean, I got a lot of stuff from the garden. I have a lot of my vegetables, fruits, everything you could think of. I throw it in here. I get a lot of help from my grandma. That she cooks a lot of stuff, and I tell her to save everything. Also my mom, my wife, and being that it's so liquidy, I want to show you what I did. You see this bag right here? This bag is actually all filled. How do I do that? All filled with blended oats. I basically went to the 99-cent store, and I bought like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bags of oats. And I ground them up really, really fine. It helps the worms digest since they don't have teeth. I'm sure most of you guys know that. Also, what that's going to help me do is eliminate the water from in here. And I'm going to show you why I need the water to be eliminated. See these little cups? These are peat pots made out of like cardboard, recycled cardboard, and peat moss. Got them also at the 99-cent store. What I do with all my foods, because I get a lot of it, this is basically 2 days. It's like 15 pounds, 2-3 days maybe. I put all my food, once it's nice and thick, I'm going to thicken it up with this. You could use flour. I really don't want to put too much flour in there, starchy stuff. But I fill up these cups, right? Fill these cups up, and then I freeze them. Once you freeze them, they're nice and solid, rock hard. They last forever, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And what I do is when it's feeding time, you could do 2 things. You could just throw it in there, or thaw it out and throw it in there. The entire cup also. Worms love this cardboard. They just grub it up. Yum, 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 yum. What I've been doing is I've been cutting it in half when it's frozen. I get a big, nice knife, and I cut the sucker right in half, and then I feed it in my bins. Anyways, hope this video helps. I started off with 3,000 worms, and they've been going crazy. They're doubling it up. I don't know what it is, but they are really alive. So I'm really excited, and I hope this video is informational for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. I don't know if I'll ever reply because I'm not too familiar with this YouTube stuff yet. But yeah, a lot of videos on the internet. On YouTube, you can get a lot of good information. What I like to do is get all the information I can, put it all together, and then do what I think is the best way to go. So there's really no right or wrong way of doing this, but this is what I've seen and makes a lot of sense. Instead of getting a bunch of food like a lot of people do and just throw it in your bin, that shit is not a trash can or a garbage disposal. you got these little worms in there, and they don't have, you know, mouths. So basically, to me, it made sense. Would you give a baby a full-blown apple? No, but if you ground it up and mashed it up and give him some applesauce, that baby's gonna eat it up. But he's not gonna eat a full apple. Kind of makes sense to me to blend this stuff up. I use a food processor again, and you could use a blender. Anyways, long story short, this has been going great. I've been using these, and it works perfect. And it's nice and clean. Perfect. And I get a nice, perfect amount every time. Anyways, hope you enjoyed my little video.